Good morning, everybody. How are you? It's Sunday morning. It's absolutely miserable out there. I took the dog for a walk at about 7:45 this morning. Really didn't want to. Really not feeling the greatest today. I've had to lather on the makeup just to come on here because my bags were like down here. It was horrendous. So I hope everybody else's Sundays are going better than mine. Got my cup of tea here. That's my boy and my man. I get one of these every Christmas apparently now, so I've got two. And inside of there is some chai tea, which I bought from one of our members over in Stapleford, Vanessa Sabin. If you're watching, I am loving this. It's a Rooibos chai. It's absolutely delicious and much better for me than the one at Costa. Less calories in there. So I'm going to be drinking this whilst telling you how to come up with your brilliant ideas for blogging. I don't know if you do blog, but it's possibly something you should be considering because, as Andrea mentioned in her video the other night, blogging is great for your SEO as well if it's linked to your website, definitely. It tells your website that you're constantly updating, and Google likes that. Google likes to know that you're constantly updating your website with different content. So a blog is a great way to go, especially if you can get all of those keywords in there that your ideal customer are going to be looking for. I'm just going to have a sip as well because I've got a bit of a dodgy throat today. I told you I'm really not feeling this today. So, reasons why you should be blogging, that's it. Some big ideas. If you're anything like me, I normally get a big piece of paper, I write blog in the middle, and then I do a spider diagram. I'm quite visual when it comes to things like this, and I have lines everywhere, and then I have lines coming off my bubbles, and I kind of just do a brainstorm alone, but that's just my ideas. Sometimes it's great to get other people's ideas in on these blogging ideas too. So the first resource for you is potentially you. Are you your ideal customer? What do you read that relates to your industry that you enjoy? You do bullet points. What do you enjoy reading? And take ideas from what you enjoy reading. If you're enjoying reading it and you think that you are your ideal customer, chances are that your ideal customers are going to enjoy reading it too. At no point in this video am I telling you to plagiarize other people's ideas for any of these points. Okay, I'm just giving you ideas. Don't go out there and go, oh, I really like that blog post, I'm going to copy it. Copy the ideas that you see out there. So for me, like for us, for ABW, our ideal businesswoman, our ideal customer would be self-employed businesswomen. So it might be that I really enjoy reading articles on entrepreneurship. The delayed comments, I don't know what you're saying, am I sure for? I don't know what you're talking about, Andrea, sorry. My brain is really not engaged. So if I read ideas on my phone or in a magazine, write down the titles. Just write down the titles. Don't write down what they've written because then you are tending to be plagiarising. What I would encourage you to do, whether you use a diary or your phone or your computer, is create a blog ideas file. If you're on your phone, it's so easy to use something like Evernote or Wunderlist, or even just your notes section on your phone. Most phones nowadays have a notes section, and just call it blog ideas, and then every time you get an idea, just pop in there and write it down. Because if you're like me, when you're walking around, you get all these ideas, or if you're in the shower where you don't have your phone and you don't have a pen, you have all these ideas, and then you come out and you go, oh, I knew I had an idea, and it's gone. If you create a content ideas file, as soon as you get back to your phone, your laptop, your diary, write that idea down, and then you won't have lost it. Okay, so you are your first resource. I'm looking at my notes because I will forget today. Second one is one that I discovered about a week ago. It's an app called Feedly, Feedly. It is stuffed full of articles. Some may be relevant to you, some may not be, but what I want you to do is look at the titles of all of the articles in Feedly. So people go, like I've done on this one, 5 big ideas for your blog. Numbers are key in your blog titles because people like to know 13 ideas for increasing your Facebook engagement, which is one that we've done before. But if you read the titles and apply them to your business, you're going to come up with some great ideas. Because on Feedly, you can see the good articles and the bad articles. It's a great resource for you for ideas. That's all we're giving you is ideas for your blog. We're not giving you the content. You have to write the content yourself. We're just giving you ideas for titles for your blog. Number 3, look at what other people are saying. So find your ideal customer or a customer who you already have. Go and stalk them a bit on other social media platforms. So stalk them on Twitter, or stalk people in your industry who you admire, and Twitter is a great resource for this, and see what questions other people are asking them. So for us, for entrepreneurs, I might look at Gary Vaynerchuk's Twitter and see what questions people have been asking him that I think could be relevant to our aspiring businesswomen, and turn those questions into a blog. You end up with hundreds of ideas. If you're a cook, a chef, look at, I don't even know whether Gordon Ramsay has a Twitter account. Look at his website, not his website, look at his Facebook page and see what people are asking him. Do you see where I'm going? Getting ideas from your target audience, but turning them into a blog, which then you'll be able to target to send to them. If you're using Facebook for ads or boosting posts, you can target exactly. If you're wanting to find a lady who likes Prosecco who lives in Belper, my mum lives in Belper, but she does like Prosecco. If you're looking for my mum, you can target a specific person just with using these ideas. Questions. This kind of links into the last one. So you can use Twitter, you can use social media to stalk people, but there are other ways of finding questions, is using forums that are on Tinternet. So you can use Yahoo forums. Now I don't know how to say this. I want to say Quora, Quora. Kind of sounds like, I've been told it's Quora, which reminds me of the drink Kiora. But anyway, there are forums on the internet where you can have industry forums as well. Again, go in there and see what people are asking, see what people are talking about. If you go into these, you might actually find out something new that you can blog about. I love these ideas. I don't often post in these forums, but you know yourself, if you're Googling, I've got a new puppy, and I was Googling, can puppies eat whatever it might be, and you always end up in a forum. So if you're Googling a question for your industry, so what could I Google for, are there networking groups in Nottingham? So maybe somebody on Tinternet's talking about us in a forum. In fact, I'm going to check after this and see if anybody's Googled, hey, there's a fab networking group in Nottingham. Net Mums. We all know, is it Mumsnet or Net Mums? I think it's Net Mums. Maybe there's both. Their forums are always loaded with people asking random stuff and topical stuff as well. And those mums will tell you the truth about stuff. Go ahead in there and just type in your industry and see what comes up and just get some ideas for blog posts. Was that number 5? No, that was number 4. Here's the last one. Magazines. I get a monthly subscription to Psychologies magazine. Each month, without fail, there is inspiration in that magazine for me to either do a live post about, or just find some content about, or quite often, oh, I really like that idea, I'll do a live stream about it, and then I forget because I haven't written it down, but I'm getting better at that. This was one of those ideas. But if you don't subscribe to magazines, that's absolutely fine. What we're looking for are blog titles for you. Go to Google, type in a magazine for your industry. So type in, for us, it would be Entrepreneur Magazine. Then click on images and you will get hundreds of their front covers. And on the front covers, there'll be lots of headline titles that you can adapt to your business. Remember, we're not plagiarizing. You're adapting these to your business. So, I mean, I'm always sharing links that are three ways to interact more efficiently on Facebook. I don't know whether I've shared that one, but there's an idea. And you might say, oh, what can I do 3 ways for my business? 3 ways to apply your makeup quickly in the morning for a makeup artist. That's off the top of my head. Could you tell? That's because I've just literally used all my new stuff that I bought from one of our members, Corinne, of the Body Shop. So this morning I was putting makeup on. But take those ideas and turn them into ideas for you. Now, I have been saying blog posts the whole way through this, but if you've watched my recent videos over the last 2 weeks, you'll know that actually I'm talking about live streaming. Because if you turn these blog post ideas into a live stream video like I am doing now, you can then have it transcribed into text, and then you don't even have to write anything because it's already done for you and it's really cheap to do. You can have it turned into text. You can have it captioned if you want to get it more noticed on Facebook or on YouTube. You can take snippets. So these 5 points, I'll be able to take those 5 points and turn them into content ideas for our Twitter, our Facebook, our LinkedIn, all of the social media. It's so easy to do. Remember, guys, 1 blog post idea can lead to a week's worth more of content ideas for all of your platforms. So if you do nothing else today, have a quick look at Feedly, download the app so it's there when you sat bored at the doctor's waiting room or the dentist, so you can have a quick flick. Create your content ideas file and then just go and hang out in some forums and see what inspiration you can get. Remember, we don't plagiarize. We know that anyway, but I've got to put that in there. Right, I'm going to go and finish my cup of tea, my rooibos. If you do want to check it, she's got 50 different types of teas. She's 2 for tea in Stapleford, but the teas are actually called Rutland teas. Go and check them out. They are delicious. Have a great Sunday, guys, and I'll be back soon. Bye.